That's only 47 years ago, Dave.
All right, Grasshoppers, we're going live. We are live, Grass. What's happening?
Not much. I was just we were just having a little conversation about how good that Philadelphia team is.
Yes. Yeah, nice to see.
Yeah. Well, the conversation was actually about the picture that Larry has in the background. 4 defensemen here. We all pay homage to the picture on the wall. The great Bobby Orr flying through the air after the overtime winner.
I'm going to order that picture tonight.
Yeah.
What size is that picture, Mel?
Pardon?
What size is it? I know it's a tough question, but
it's square.
Okay.
Larry Melnick powder bag hour. Oh boy. So we're starting off already.
2 feet by 2 feet.
Oh, that's a good size. That's a good one.
Herb, how you doing, bud?
Well, Tom, I'm pissed off this week. So
why? This week? What's the matter with the other week?
I'm pissed off this week, Tom. Obviously, Jeff Gorton and JD were watching the show because they traded that Lamux kid. Hey,
that's right.
So I guess history lends itself. They trade away people to Los Angeles. History has repeated itself because of what? It's just the farthest place to send somebody they don't like, or how does that work?
Yeah. Well, they're in Vancouver.
Well, remember we had Phil on the show. We started talking about the trades, and Phil said, "We kind of said, why you trade everybody back then?" He says, "Well, I was trying to get rid of all the bad guys." And I was sitting there in the show, and then he talked about trading Donnie to Hartford, Donnie Maloney, because he might want to do him a favor. I said, "Well, what about me, Phil? You trade me as far away as possible to Los Angeles." So I guess I kind of said what he thought of me. So.
Well, not a bad place to go.
Too, but the vest is looking good.
Oh well. Overwhelming. I succumbed to pure group pressure and I brought it out of the dry cleaners. You know who owns the dry cleaners, right?
Wang Chung.
Yeah.
I heard Wang Chung on the radio the other day. I thought
Did you, Dave? Seriously, heard it?
Oh, yeah. On the
Wang Chung's everywhere.
Wang Chung tonight. It was good.
Wang Chung tonight.
Oh, thought of our man. There you go.
Here we go.
Well, I had a couple of wobblies yesterday, and I started thinking, geez, the I Love Me wall's got a lot of stuff down there. And I said, maybe I'll show Gresh some pictures.
Oh, I love that picture.
Yeah. I'm a fan, too. He used to come to our practices in Boston and try and teach me. Obviously, I didn't learn anything from him because I never got any better. But, no, he was a good man, really good man.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, I started there as a junior counselor when I was 13. He used to come out once a summer and skate with us. Skate with the staff, and it was like God came on the ice, right? Like he maintained that kind of who he was his whole life after he was a good man.
Well, that's kind of going back to the story, Dave, of Boston, 1974. Remember, you played a couple games up there.
Yeah,
showed up and we were up 2-0 in Boston with 5 minutes gone, and we ended up losing 10-3. And Orr came down one time and went around Dave. Dave fell down. Orr scored, came back and tapped Dave on the ass of the stick. And
welcome to the big leagues, Sarah.
Welcome. It's not hockey school anymore.
Yeah. I remember that, Gretsch, that particular game, they had 5. There were 5. You were up, so there were 4 others that we all got called up. I'd been called up for game before, but there were like 5 guys who started the season at Hartford, or not Hartford, in Providence.
Yeah.
We played against the Bruins. We got out 2-0. I think Heartland Monahan scored. A couple of guys from Providence who scored, and they ended up pumping us. So that was it. So
it would have been 3-0 too, but they came on the ice.
Yeah, they decided to put 5 guys. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on with you, Tom?
Herb, I think we need to talk a little bit of fashion today. If you guys saw the picture of Herb that sent us when he dropped his kids off at school, the high boots on. Did you see that, Dave?
I did not see that. When did you post that?
Well, he took a picture. He was at this bus stop with his children, and he had a man bag on and some high boots that go right up to his knees.
Larry, say it ain't so. Was it really you?
Is that where the man bag was hanging? Down by his.
Yeah.
Somebody suggested that he was wearing 2 cups too, but that's.
No, I didn't buy Tommy bought a black pair, wore them to the gym with white socks over top.
Yeah, take the boy off the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the boy, right? Tom?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why I'm wearing. That's why I'm wearing. Hold on, can you see that? Can you guys see this? What number I'm wearing today?
It should be.
She's still got the shoulder pads in it, Gresh.
What's that?
Looks like you still got the shoulder pads in that sweater. It's a little tight on you there, brother.
Small sweater, man. it was for Tommy, 30 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And sweater, it's because Tom Laidlaw is the leader. We're just following him behind. So I figured we're number 2 today.
Yep, that's what it should be.
Is the name on the back?
Yeah, there's a name there. There's a name there.
There's a name on the back.
Oh, yeah.
We can't put the name on the front because the team name is up here. I don't know how that would fit, but maybe put it this way, or this way, or this way, maybe this way.
Dave, were you surprised at all by the Lemieux trade?
No, they've got to create some room for. No, I wasn't. I mean, amongst the other one, sending the West Coast, but he was one of the grittier guys. But you know what? They've got to make some sort of room to see whether the young, talented guys can play, and then maybe they become. If they can't find a role for them, they establish themselves that they become an asset to move or something. But you're never going to know until you get them into the lineup. He had a pretty good contract, right? It was a good contract for the Rangers too, but a contract that could move, and so I wasn't terribly surprised.
How much money was he making?
$1.3 million, I think, something like that. He re-upped for 2 years. Yeah, he worked his way up. He had 1 year deal last year, like 800, I think it was, or 900. So, but I saw where Elias Anderson scored. Was that last? No,
Last night he scored.
Yeah.
Scored. Yeah, he won me $94.
He did?
Yeah. I bet
he would score in 2021 or
no, I bet the over 1.5 in 4 games in the first period. And they score in the first 2 minutes and they wait till the last 2 minutes to score again. Like I was having a heart attack sitting here watching this. And then my son texted me, goes, "You know who scored?" I'm going, I look it up. I go, I didn't even know he was playing there.
Yeah.
I knew he got traded there, but I thought he hadn't played.
He played 4 or 5 games earlier, and he was just put back on the taxi squad and played last night.
Yeah. Good for him. Maybe he'll find his middle.
How would you like to be Arizona last night, right? You look up at the clock, 7 minutes in, you're down 5-1.
Oh, my God.
How about McKinnon shooting the guy's helmet at him, too?
Yeah. I hadn't seen the video. I just saw the headline on.
You can tell he felt bad right away. As soon as he did it, he's kind of like, "Oh God, I'm going to get suspended."
What happened? I didn't see that.
A little scrap going on. And the guy of Arizona lost his helmet on the ice, and McKinnon slap shot it right at the guy. Right in the face too.
Yeah, the still shot. The only still shot I saw was the helmet was on its way.
Yeah.
So he shot. He didn't throw it.
He scooped it with his stick. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I did that once in junior. One of the guys in the team lost his gloves. So I picked it up, and Bobby Bourne. We were playing in Saskatoon. Bobby Bourne's coming down. I threw the glove at him. They're all penalty. I go, bench.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong here. Rod Jameson said they threw it. I thought he scooped it up with his stick, but check the videotape on that. Mel, what's happening there, brother?
He threw it underhand, right-handed.
Oh, he did. Oh,
yeah.
I thought he scooped it with a stick.
Confirmed. Okay, so I'm going to bring up some crap here, but so there was a guy out of Columbus. He's a coach. I don't know if you want to call him John, Johnny, Jonathan, from Boston. Let me pretend I'm a reporter. The game, they're not a very good team, but if I'm a reporter trying to do a job and you got a guy like Tortorella, I'd like to say to you, Johnny, what fucking question do you want me to ask you that you will actually answer and not give a snide remark to? Anybody?
Wow.
Yeah.
He's pretty much established that's who he is, right?
Well,
Yeah.
doesn't it get to a point where I think he's going to get fired? I think Travis Green's going to get fired. I think Jimmy Benning's going to get fired. There's going to be a bunch of firings here before the draft or the what do you call it?
Would you fire Benning? Like, hasn't he done a good job of putting that team together?
They got 11 guys with no trade or no move contracts, and they just signed Demko to $25 million. He's a 500 goalie. He's played what 30 games in the NHL, and he's signed for $5 million a year. You think that's a good move?
That's the marketplace right now, though, right?
He's played 30 games, Tom.
Well, I mean, a spot they've got to get him signed. I mean, I don't know his contract situation. I'm assuming they had to get him signed. It could be one of those contracts, Mel, and maybe it is that if he ends up being what they think he is, $5 million a year is a bargain for them, right?
Yeah,
And that's the other way of looking at it.
So now you got two goalies at almost $10 million.
Yeah, let's just.
Anyways,
see.
back to the reporter guy. He had trouble in New York. He's having trouble in Columbus. He's sitting out. Laine scored once in the last 15. I don't think guys like him, but
Well, nobody else. You've got to think after a while. Listen, he was here, and he's every coach has a shelf life, right? And there are certain coaches that fit for a certain group for a certain amount of time, and rarely it's going to be Al Arbor in the old days where a coach just stuck through with winning. Now it's just so he's good at a certain point, but he could never coach. You can't have. Like when he was at the Rangers, you expect everybody to play like Ryan Callahan, right? And Callie was, gritty, good player, but you can't have Marian Gaborik blocking shots and chipping it off the glass out of your own end of the ice. The skilled guys have to be given the room that they need. And, that one right up from the get-go, and you go, oh boy, how's that going to work? Laine and Torts, that's probably not going to work, because Laine's, I don't think he's overly offensive as a player. I don't know that he buys into the grit and all that kind of stuff. Get him the puck and he'll shoot it on net, and that's about it. But Torts has a history of the talented. Now the talented guys can say, okay, I don't want to play anymore. I want to go somewhere.
Well, it's hard to attract free agents too, right? I mean, with that talent to the high end guys, but
really pretty. It was Panarin wanted to go to a big market, and sure sounds like Bobrovsky just wanted to get out.
Yeah,
and then Dubois, and then that kind of feeds on itself too, right?
Yeah,
kind of looking around, and the kid Anderson in Montreal,
Matt Duchene, but they're
it's like the skilled guys. Just you got to have the plumbers, but boy, oh boy, it's tough grind if you don't have skilled guys.
Yeah.
So to answer your question or observation, Larry, there have been many, beat reporters that the same sense. Just, But he's
Did you deal with him, Dave? Did you have to deal with him?
Not really. No, I mean I don't. No, I don't. All the coaches, obviously it's when they're friendly and like David Quinn's tremendous, good guy. We'll talk, whatever. And Tom Rennie was a good guy too, And so with the guy, you just have to kind of figure out who he is and got to work with the guy. But
and the thing about Tortorella is, and I don't know him all that well, but in limited times you interact with him, I've heard many other people say this. He's a great guy, supposedly, right?
You get him away from the rink, like we did. Did you go to Brooklyn, Gresh? Were you on the bus after Sandy?
Yeah.
When we went to handed out food after the hurricane
over in Coney Island.
Yeah. He was on the bus, rode the bus with us. Great,
Jack told him a bunch of stories. He loved it.
But when he's got to put on the old coaching hat, it kind of changes, and just.
So Mel, let me get this straight. You're criticizing his personality. Is that Mr. Congeniality, like calling the kettle black, or what?
I don't mind his I don't mind an aggressive. To me, Tom Rennie, and I've never met the guy, is way too passive to be a coach. So it's, Tortorella or a Keenan or, the yellers and the screamers, you tune them out eventually, right? You play hard for whoever your coach is, and you play hard for your teammates. But after a while, it gets old, it gets tired. Just answer the damn question, or don't. I know it's an obligation. You have to, by NHL agreement, you have to go and speak after the game. But if the reporter can't ask the guy a question, why are you even up there? Like, get out of the way, or someone smack him. Like, do something.
Yeah.
You make my point?
Yeah, good point, Mel. Excellent. Gresh, did you see with the Suez Canal, it cost $1 billion to estimated the Suez Canal being blocked? You aware of that?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's where is that? Where's the Suez?
East.
Suez? It's in Suez. St. Louis?
How about that thing was bigger? That thing was longer than the Empire State Building.
Is that, yeah.
The Suez Canal?
Yeah.
The ship.
No, the ship. Toilet paper every day. You can get toilet paper in some countries now.
Right.
Now, how about the? Did you do any homework on the cicadas that are infesting our country again?
The who?
The cicadas.
No, but
That's
listen
not a soliloquy. It's cicadas. What's it?
The cicada.
Ah.
CICADAS. Dave, you know what they are, right?
Yeah. How do they make their noise? They rub their legs. Their
Yep.
legs, that's what makes the noise.
That's what Mary does there with those boots on.
You mean a cricket?
Yeah. So it's probably the same family as a cricket. Jimmy,
Those boots. He just rubs those legs together with those boots on.
anyway, yeah.
Wow. Mel, come on. What do you got for homework there? Jeez, fall asleep here. Let's get her going, Mel. What do you got?
Okay, so I went golfing. I think I've golfed like 13 times now, and this is to the
Your life for this year.
no, just within the last month. I'll golf. I'll try and golf 130 times this year if I can. So this has to do with. So I go to the parking lot. I shoot at 77 the other day, Dave. Played
Wow.
unbelievable.
Oh, it was a back nine.
No. I was like 40, 30. I shot par on the back nine. So the same guy goes to the same golf course 2 days later, which was yesterday, and shoots an 89. So anyways, I go to the parking lot at the golf course. It's got white lines, okay? Ron, white lines. So the white lines, you can park beside a guy, or you can park in front or behind a guy. So these idiots in a Cherokee, Grand Cherokee, with a hatchback, pulls in backwards and expects me to give him enough room so that when he opens his hatchback, he can get his stupid golf clubs out. Which means the tail end of my car is in the middle of the lane. So I'm pissed off. Maybe that's why I shot 89.
Oh, that was before. So that before you even went out, you're pissed.
Before I even went out, the guy pissed me off.
Yeah, I've been there. That's bad.
Oh, we need to work on that. We need to work on that, Mel. You need to compose yourself. Like maybe start by some deep breathing or something.
Who teaches these people to back in? Especially when you have a hatch. If you have an open trunk, fine, but not when you have a hatchback. It just makes no sense to me, Tom. So I'm wearing black today because I'm angry. Black is an angry. I'm pissed off.
You should have pulled up really close to his car so he couldn't get in.
Well, I thought about that, and then I thought, well, you know what? He's going to try and ram me just to prove a point.
Right.
Well, you got
I don't. You know what, Mel? I actually think you're onto something there. I think I do agree with you that. I don't like to agree with you, but
You got a bunch of other. Who cares?
what are you wearing for shirt today? What do you got? I know you got your brown vest on. Who makes that?
Were you not listening?
It's a long time ago, Mel. Sorry.
German and Bond vest
Right.
from Tip Top, and then All Saints out of London. But
Right.
here's the kicker. Okay, so black watch because I'm pissed off. Black watch. But so the cologne. Remember we had the Cuba
Cigar.
from Paris, right? I'm going to send you guys one once I get Dave's number or address. I'm not sending it to you guys. I'm sending it to Dave. He's a nice guy. So the brother of that is a bigger one, bigger brother here. Cuba Black today. Smells good.
Smells like a Cuban.
Smells like a Cuban cigar.
Huh.
But it's from Paris. It's an eau de toilette.
Nice.
Lamux probably took that to Los Angeles with him.
Probably did. You guys know it's National Burrito Day today?
National Burrito Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Read right here.
I thought it was Philly cheesesteak day today because of the Flyers playing so well last night.
Yeah.
And it looks good on him too. Oh, hold on a second.
Who you got?
Not anybody.
Tommy,
Yes.
how did Gresh get a jersey of yours?
Well, truth be told, I don't think it's my jersey. I think it's somebody else who wore number 2.
Oh, a good player.
No, I'm not sure who it is. Let me look outside and see who it is.
Oh, a really good player.
Somebody's knocking on my door.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if we played. We had an exhibition game at Lake Placid. I think it was like 19 exhibition game in 1986 or 87 or whatever. And Leach was on. I think we played against the U.S. Olympians, didn't we, Tom, or somebody? If you remember.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So we played. This is the first time I've ever been to Lake Placid. So we go to Lake Placid, and Leach is on the team, and I knew he was going to make the team probably in the next year or two. So whatever. But I knew he was going to be a good player because I was yipping him, and I gave him a chop, and he chopped me right back. And I knew that he would be. He's had the
right.
He had the stack, right? So
how about now? How about now? Fox has been great, right? So that's that's the comparison to Leach. And I'm not sure he skates the same way as Leach. Because you guys all played with him. I never had the chance to play with Ryan. What, like, from a hockey standpoint, even like when we played that alumni game in Philly, when a couple guys I know one guy got benched.
Two
Guys got benched.
3.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But watching Leachy skate even then, like the guy just floated, right?
Yeah.
He'd only been retired a few years from that time.
Yeah.
But did he play the game up in Boston too a couple years ago? Didn't he play that one? I think he did.
Probably.
Yeah, he played pretty well in that one too. Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when he showed up in '88, I think it was, after the Olympics. He shows up. We're going to Philly, and there's this little guy, and he comes on the ice, steps on the ice. I go to James Patrick. I go, oh my God. He dominated everything.
Yeah.
He was just could knock the puck out of the air. He could, like, guys would go to hit him, give him a little one of those. The guy into the boards. He was just scary how good he was.
But did you guys play against Brad Park, Tommy? Larry, did you play against Brad Park? Was he still in the league when he came in?
Yeah, he was in Detroit, I think.
Right.
No, in Boston, he was my defense partner for a bit.
Yeah. See, to me, Fox reminds me more of Brad Park.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Right. Like, Park was so smart, right? Like, you played with him, Larry, right? Like, he was so smart.
He was a short, little stubby, had 2 bad knees, and could just way out of a phone booth.
You can say the truth. When I first got here, his nickname was Porky. It wasn't because he was stubby.
Right.
I was trying to be nice. He was a good man.
He is a good man.
He's a hell of a player too. Imagine never won a cup, right? Like a great Hall of Fame player, never won a cup.
Yeah.
Rick Chartraw, guy I played junior with, won 4 of them with Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your story here in your post, Larry Brooks is reporting that Lemieux asked for a trade out of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty close to his Lemieux's father, Claude. Huh. He probably got that from him.
If he was asking for a trade, he got his wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think he's going to play 20 minutes a night? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Why would he want to trade from here? I thought he was getting played in a good role for him.
Yeah. I mean, when Tom's got better hands than Lemieux like just what he gets priced at.
He probably looked around too, and he was like, "I'm not sure where I'm going to be in this situation here."
I'm not a heavyweight. Listen. I like the guy. He stood up in there and he meetings, but I mean, he's not Canoe Reeves.
I actually thought he had a pretty important role here because they don't have a whole lot of players like him.
Yeah.
So
Guys, when they get the game the other day when they were playing Washington, the first 10 minutes they stood around like, oh my God, those guys look good. Then they start skating Washington and couldn't keep up with them.
well, I think Washington sat back a little bit too, right?
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, Kirk and that game probably was 4-0 before they got on track. The first 9 shots were Washington. He made 3 spectacular saves down 2-0.
Yeah.
And then, whatever, Rangers got their sea legs or whatever. So they got the COVID deal out in Vancouver, right, Larry?
Yeah, they postponed a game or two. Not sure where it sits. I think isn't Montreal in town, or the guys are going out of town. I'm not sure. Adam Gaudette, whatever, got it, and a couple other guys. But even like the Western League, Sir James Patrick and them, they shut down the Kelowna Rockets in the Western League for 2 weeks. So this is getting serious. I don't understand, where people are thinking. Like, they shut down Whistler, which is a very famous ski resort here, one of the best ski resorts in North America. They shut it down probably for a couple of months. They shut down our restaurants and our bars and everything probably till May. Well, for the next 3 weeks, April 19th, which probably go into May. Yet the Texas Rangers, and baseball is starting today, the Texas Rangers are open to 100% capacity. So what the hell? I don't get what people are thinking. And then there was a big rage party. I guess there was 100 to 500 people. And the young kids are thinking this is a scam. And they're now the 20 to 40-year-olds are getting sick.
thank God I'm 60.
What was the question, Tom?
No, I have no idea. To be honest with you, I can't even remember. I'm just seeing here too, with the Mets opening day game in Washington got canceled too because of COVID.
COVID, Washington, right? So then
Yeah.
yeah. Well, British Columbia is, they lock things down. They're one of the more stringent problems. Canada relative to America is pretty locked down still, right?
Right.
Well, it's like every province is like every state. It's
right.
But Ontario, Quebec, and BC are locked down. Alberta, Saskatchewan, and the rest of them are kind of open. But
No, what kind of party was that? Was that a rave or rage?
Right.
Rage.
Apparently, people are saying it's a rave. I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm in a rage mood, so it was on my mind. Thanks, Mark. Where's Danny DeVito today?
It might have scared him away. I don't know. He's wearing those boots.
So, anyways, can you imagine a kid in his draft year and you're on the sideline for 2 weeks and you're not even going to be able to play? Like, I don't know how these scouts are going to scout. Like, it's going to be a tough draft. And then you got when's the Seattle Kraken thing? June.
Expansion, right?
Expansion is when? June 20th?
Well, right. It'll be between the end of the season and before the draft, right? Before the amateur draft.
Did they get to draft this year? Did they get to draft?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Seattle Kraken.
Yeah. The Kraken.
Same thing as Vegas.
So they'll draft. They're going to take guys before the draft, right?
Yeah. They'll have.
Thanks, Danny.
This year's been such a wacky year, though. I don't know how you can take anything out of this year other than they're playing. And like, if you're a franchise, I don't know what you do. I think you just take it for what it is and then figure out, okay, when it gets back to 82 game with training camp and stuff like that, it's just such a wacky year. They might be, like Vancouver and Edmonton's got to make up a bunch of games too. Boston's got to make up a bunch of games.
Yeah.
They might not even get the 56 games in. So
Dallas, yeah.
Dallas.
Montreal does, yeah. Montreal too.
Mel, you got any other good news for us? What?
No, I got nothing.
Mr. Shearer.
Nope, pissed off.
What size is that picture?
Pardon me?
What size is that picture?
2 feet by 2 feet.
Can't be 2 feet by 2 feet. It looks wider than taller.
Well, no, because of just the.
Could be 16 by 20, maybe. You got a tape measure? Here, I'll get you my tape measure. I'll send it over.
Looks perfectly square to me, Ron.
Okay.
I'm not even sure. He signed it. I don't know if you can see. He signed it to me. I don't know where I got that, but
We signed it.
He signed it to me.
Let's see. I can't see it here. Don't drop it, Mel.
To Herb?
To my friend, Larry. That's always Bobby Orr. That's
I got-
awesome.
I've got a few. I got sweaters signed from him too when we did a charity hockey game he went to. So,
I'm jealous now.
Do you
well, if I
drill
ever get my Ranger gear, maybe I'll phone Bobby up and tell him to send you something.
you didn't drool over him, did you? Like that? Like it sounds like you're a little bit like a
Little bit of a stalker.
You got me up.
little bit man crush, yeah. Like,
Well, it is Bobby Orr, Tom.
yeah. I get excited by having you around, Mel, because again, the accomplishments you've had in your life after all you've been through as a child and everything.
Yeah. You know what I like about that is when people try to compare anybody else to Bobby Orr that played defense. Good luck. There's like
Who's doing that?
Orr's 1 and 1A, then you can have a B maybe after that.
Larry Robinson's number 2 in my mind.
Robinson's a good choice. He's very good.
I don't know if I should put this one up here. Somebody's got a note up here about your ex-wife, Ron. You want me to post it?
What does she play for? That's like that joke about I hope you got a lot of hope you use both sides of the tissue.
Sorry, Kathy, you're too late. Sorry, Kathy. I went and did it anyway. Sorry.
That's funny. That's
Who is the closest skater, do you think, to Bobby Orr? Like Paul Coffey was kind of there. Leach was kind of there.
I think Coffey was a faster skater, but it wasn't Orr's speed, I don't think, that made him so good. I didn't think. I was just be able to the moves he made.
Yeah,
Well,
could do it at high speed.
he had about 4 gears. I mean, that's the thing. He could. I'll never forget one time I watched him, when he was in Toronto and they were killing a penalty. I think Floyd Thompson was playing for Toronto and Bobby was behind the net. So he'd go out to the blue line. He'd go and Thompson would force him one way and Bobby would go out to the blue line, come back and stop. Thompson forced him the other way. He'd go out to the back of the blue line, go back to the goal, stop. Then Thompson right away would force him. And Bobby wouldn't even go to the blue line. He'd just go around the net. Thompson was chasing around like I used to chase Gresh around when we played keep away.
Listen, I saw the one video with Orr when I think they were playing Oakland or whatever. Some team up.
5-on-3.
And the guy dropped his glove and he skated around all the way around the rink, went back, picked his glove up and kept going. The guys are still chasing him, all 5 of them.
Yeah. That told that story. It was a 5-on-3 they were killing.
Just change. Like, get off the ice. Like, don't embarrass yourself out there. Right.
Yeah. No.
Somebody said one time he can't skate backwards. Why would he? He has the puck. Why would he skate backwards with the puck?
Yeah, he had the puck the whole time.
Yeah.
No, what do you got? No, you got any homework going on there today? What?
No.
He's
You
still
didn't get prepared? You're in a bad mood, right?
He's still grumpy. That guy pulling up. He had to pull up too close to that guy and back his car out of there. Jesus.
Is that the source problem? Is it the back that's made you the way you are?
Yep. I had a bad round. I threw my clubs 4 times, but
Dave's proud of you.
I got issues.
Oh, man.
Tom, it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get up after you've been knocked down.
Very true. Very true.
I got to play tomorrow. I'm going right back at her tomorrow with my son. I'm going to go play again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a long weekend holiday, so.
And Larry, you're like a true testament to that about getting up, right? Of all the things that have happened to you, right? I mean, your girl saying you're driving to Zamboni, you weren't in the book there in Edmonton.
Yep.
You had to work on the slave gang there and on the train tracks and all that kind of stuff, not get paid.
So what are you shooting? 77 now? Did you play all the holes?
77 what holes?
Did you play them all? Or did you miss a couple?
No, I played them all.
Yeah.
If you
Hey,
recall,
our listeners are really trying to help you a little bit too here. Maybe this got some validity. Oh, no, that's not the one. Hold on. Oh, that's a nice message, but here it is. If you haven't friended, maybe you start friending people, being nicer to people.
Oh,
Maybe.
Is he a policeman?
Yes.
Ah,
It'd be nice.
Wow.
Where's Ira?
Oh, Ira's been chirping.
Yeah,
Good chirping.
Ira and Danny DeVito and Tony Hall.
Yeah.
They're all my friends now. This is what I'm going to do when I come to New York and we go golfing and we tape the little golf outing that we have. Then maybe those guys can meet us for a beer after. And
That'd be good.
you got to get to know somebody. You can't just friend them. Just on
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So is that the issue then? You just don't want to friend just anybody. You want to make sure you know them well.
Got to know them, Tom. You don't know who you're dealing with, right? It took me. What did it take me? 30 years to friend you again?
I didn't really know I was ever your friend, really, but I guess I was.
Well, if you go back to the videotape, you said you're my friend. Last week, you said you're my friend.
I was trying to make you feel good, but
You said that.
come. David, what's going on in the Maloney? How's your wife Paula doing?
It's right around the corner, so I got to be careful. Yeah,
Well,
Right.
we'd like to meet her.
she's hard. She's in her own Zoom meetings and stuff in there. So everything's good. Everything's really good. No complaints in this end. That's for sure. 8 years ago yesterday, my father passed away. So
What's that?
It was 8 years ago yesterday. My father passed away. So myself and my three brothers, we got on a call and toasted him with. Well, I didn't have any Crown Royal personally, but I had a little glass of whiskey. And my brother's actually Don's out in Vancouver because he's with Calgary. So when the game got canceled, he went to the local control board store out there and got a bottle of Crown Royal. And 10:30 last night, the lads, the four of us, toasted my father. So it was good.
That's a good thing. I like that, Dave. That's a great thing to do.
Yep. Big Steve's looking down. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Your father's like the rye.
Yeah. Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
So everything's good, Tom. Thanks for asking.
Pleasure. And what does your wife do with Amazon?
She's in the web services, the cloud and stuff like that. So she's in the financial services. So her biggest client is JP Morgan.
Oh.
So she's a bit of a biggie. So good. So when I'm told to do the laundry, I do it.
Very good. Very good.
Go to the market, I do it.
Fold the laundry. I do that. You do that.
Fold the laundry.
What the hell?
Had a sleepover last weekend with my grandson. It was good.
Nice.
So it's just that life is, an old guy.
Nah, no way.
Shots yet, Dave?
What's that?
You got both vaccines?
I get the second one on the 11th. Yeah. So with that. So that.
Yeah.
And the liquor store's been good. My days have been changed. Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. So all
Do
that.
you know what the cloud is?
Bunch of them out there. There's rain clouds, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No clouds.
Cumulonimbus.
Gresh, what's going on? How's the Nook?
The Nook is good.
Yeah, getting used a lot?
Well, when I'm eating, I don't use it when I'm not eating. I don't.
You still say that.
I got a bunch of garbage on the table right now, but
Yeah. You do have stuff on the freezer too.
no, that's a box, Tom.
Yeah, I'm aware.
That box is supposed to be in the garbage, but my kids have neglected their duties.
Oh,
Not duty as in duty, but duties and duties.
right. So they just need to walk that out there, that 25 feet.
That's not my job.
Okay. I'll come over and get it.
So, Dave, when do you start booking tea times? Do you not try and play once or twice a week?
No, it's just that our place should probably open up this weekend. It's still, it's been warmer, but the town course has been open. I just haven't been up there yet. But our place is supposed to open. They're supposed to put the pins in this weekend.
So you're a member at what course?
It's a little course called Innis Arden in Old Greenwich. Yes, nice 109 or 10 years old place. So it's little, it's narrow, small greens,
Yeah.
and good membership, all that stuff.
Well, you got to cross the road there a couple of times, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I tried to go really fast through there, honk my horn when you guys are golfing, so line up a shot.
anyway, so you're the guy that honks the horn and yells for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You never heard that before, have you? Yeah.
yeah. Or the other guy runs, you suck. The yell to the drive by.
And you holler, you should know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 So
How
good.
long is the course?
60, 6,200. That's like, it's short, but it's funny. It's narrow, small greens. Like the guys who can play will come and they'll take a look at the card and say, geez, I'm going to eat this place up. Like kid McKeag, who plays for Boston now. I played with him and Mark Stahl last summer. And he's a 1. He was 4 under after the first 5, and he finished 8 over.
Wow.
So
A tree line?
yeah, there's trees on the right, and there's some water on the backside, and
Yeah.
if you played there, you don't need you can play it without a driver probably. There's 1 par 5, 4 or 5 par 3s, but it's just a challenging little course. It really is. The greens are tough, small. I'm looking forward to getting back out there. It'll be fun.
First day with no dogs at the beach, 2 days now.
Yeah. Yeah, Elvis's last walk on the beach was this past weekend. So
Elvis, that's it. That's the one you beat up with the golf club.
yeah, it's the one that I cracked him inadvertently. So every time I get my practice club out, he hits for the high hills.
How's your cat, Mel?
Good.
Yeah.
He seems to be sleeping in a lot lately. Like it's 10 o'clock and he's still in bed. He's like the wife.
Does she watch the show?
No.
No,
Rochelle, new Rochelle.
Yeah. She wants to come back on though one day, so maybe she can take my spot while I'm out golfing. Hey.
Especially when you're in the mood that you are today. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's another reason why. Like, I was shaving yesterday, and at 61 years old, I don't want to brag, but I'm not a bad-looking man. But when you get a freaking carbuncle the size of Manhattan on the side of your cheek, and you have to go out and golf in public, it's kind of depressing, So
whichever is that.
carbuncle,
What's a carbuncle?
big honking zit.
Is it easy? What'd you do with it? Like,
You can't see it, but it's still sitting there. Anyways, so I tried to chop it off with the razor blade, but it didn't quite work. Just bled. Anyway,
well, that'll be another one now for Larry's list. Doctor.
Yeah.
Dermatologist.
Lots of issues this week, Tom. Lots of issues.
wow, you do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I feel like I was trying to get you going a little bit there, but I feel bad all the stuff you have to live with. Yeah.
Yep. It's bad.
Just like it piles on you, right?
Yep.
Like the Zamboni driving stuff.
Yep. I know.
Wardrobe constantly being criticized.
Well, it's like yesterday, the parking lot thing, though. Like, I'm thinking, okay, if this was a black Denali, that big, huge thing with the big, 30-inch tires driven by a certain guy, like, what would you like? What would you do, Tom, if somebody would like closed you in like that? What would you do with that?
You are correct. He should not have done that to you. That was not very thoughtful of him.
Yeah.
In all seriousness.
But what would you do?
Well, I think you made the right choice, right? Why make a bigger deal about it? Just make sure you leave yourself room. So,
Yeah.
I think, especially your mental state too, because you get in a confrontation with him, and then you have to go in front of a judge, and the judge, finds out your past. So, well, like you shouldn't have been out in public, really, right?
I've got no warrants. I've never been to jail.
Yeah, but all you have to do is watch this show as evidence.
Ah. Oh well.
Boys.
Gresh, what have you been? How's your eating going? Did you get? Oh, you haven't got the juicer yet, have you?
I don't have a juicer yet, no, Tom. I'm going to get one though. I haven't really had time, Tom. I've been very busy the last couple of days.
I sent you the link to Amazon to help Dave's wife Paula, where you could buy the juicer. All I had to do was push.
And it's still on there, Tom. I haven't taken it off.
Well, but what is the hesitation about the juicer, though? Seriously, there's something going on.
I'm busy, Tom. I'm very busy. I'm done here. What time will that'll be around? What time? 3:00.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep from 3:05 to 4:05.
Okay.
So that's an hour gone for the rest of the day, right then.
Right.
And I'm
So
going to make my dinner.
Let's make a little date then. 4:06. I'll call you up, and we can order the juicer.
Okay, yeah, you call me at 4:06. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
I'll give you my other number.
Okay.
Well, on that note, lads, I have to jump off here. I've got to jump on another little call, the coach's call for the game. The Rangers have the pesky Sabres tonight after their first win in 18.
Okay. Good luck, Dave.
We'll talk, and it's Easter weekend. I don't know if you guys celebrate or hope if you're with your families, have a good one. Be healthy. Larry, I sense another 78, 79 coming back. To get that 87 out of the way, you'll be good tomorrow. Just don't try to hit it as far as your son. Just let him bomb it away. See you, boys.
Yeah. All right. See you,
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Happy Easter. Oh my God, just the three of us now?
All right.
Okay.
So Mel,
Here's another thing, Tom. Okay.
I know there's something else there. It isn't just working. Yeah.
Here's another thing. So you guys love the Home Depot and Costco, right? So I've been a member of Costco for probably, 35 years, as you guys probably have as well, right?
Yep.
So it's a rebate credit card, correct?
Yeah.
So you get money back when you go to Costco or you buy things. So do you think those people at Costco would let the rebate check be transferred to my wife who lives, or my daughter or my son who lives in the same household? Do you think they'd take that check? No.
Well, to use at Costco?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't you just sign it? Couldn't you sign it and just give it to them?
Why wouldn't they not?
I signed the front, I signed the back, I put number 30 on, and they still didn't cash it.
Maybe that's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
But maybe you didn't put a picture of the Stanley Cups on there.
Nothing's working, Tom. It's been a bad week. Like,
Yeah. But I think you fight through stuff like that pretty good. I think you gotta.
yeah. So now I physically have to go to Costco. The whole world's shut down, but now I got to go to Costco and cash the $32 freaking check.
That's amazing how with out there, because you're right. Although I hear we have a spike in cases here, Gresh. Has ever you heard, Gresh, too, that we have a spike in cases? But
We're up from.
it seems to change. I don't know. Well,
Listen, I got the. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm going to go out this weekend, and then I'm going to go out every day next week and the week after, and I'm going to wear a mask, a full mask though, like a goalie mask.
sure.
Michael,
Because need to get out a little bit.
Yes. No kidding.
Plus, I've had enough. I mean, I'm so busy. I don't know what the hell to do anymore.
Buy a juicer.
I'm going to do that.
well, are they allowing you in the arena, Gresh?
I can go in starting today. I can
Nice.
go in.
You going to go tonight or no?
What's that?
Are you going?
Tonight? No, it's in Buffalo.
It's a short drive.
Yeah, I might as well drive to Vancouver and see you. Same distance. No, Buffalo is. I think it's like 11 hours from here, 10 hours from here. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never driven to Buffalo.
Buffalo's about 7 hours, probably.
Well, how fast do you drive?
Speed limit.
Okay.
No.
Here we go. So here, that's right. We're going to start. So you're ready to go out then. So 4 o'clock, we're going out for the march then. 4 a.m.
No. I don't. 4 a.m. I get up. I don't get up to another hour and a half after that.
Yeah.
I usually get up 5:45, 6:30, 6:15. get up. Whenever I have to go to the bathroom, I get up at that time.
Tony says it's 9 hours. Tony Long here says 9 hours. Not 9 hours. Tony, you driving backwards or what?
Well, that's where you're driving from. I mean,
Huh.
like West Palm Beach, from here to West Palm Beach, is I've made it in 18 and a half hours straight through.
They got a team there?
What's that?
They have a team there?
Oh, yeah, there was a team there at one time. It was junior. No, it was a minor league team.
Mel, how's business going? How's the market and everything going?
Things are good. Took a little bit of the first couple of weeks of last month were kind of slow, but started to pick up. So I've got 2 or 3 stocks that I've been accumulating lately. So I'm waiting for some pops on some of these stocks. So no, it's been
What do you think of
pretty
this oil business, Mel?
the CBD.
CBD oil, yes. As a business, what do you think of it?
I think it's huge. It's $1 billion business.
Yep.
I don't see how, so many. I think we talked about this, us popping Advil or Tylenols or Sudafeds or whatever we were popping to try and ease the pain. I think a lot of guys have stated it emphatically that the CBD oil does work and it's not as bad on your stomach as some of the things that the doctors prescribed for us. So, yeah. And same with the topical, like the creams and that. The creams I'm using, I'm sure that's got a little CBD in it, but yeah, everybody seems to be using it. Everybody seems to be talking about it. And
What are you using cream for? Creams for?
my knee,
Puts on that zit there on his cheek.
yeah, the carbuncle.
I've never heard carbuncle before.
Carbuncle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what's on? You probably have a boat hidden somewhere too, Tom, because you got lots of dough. But what's underneath the boat when it sits in the ocean? Isn't that a carbuncle?
I know what, I'll have to think about that. I don't know. I thought it had another name, but carbuncle, huh?
No, it's not carbuncle, but it's something close to that.
Yeah, it is.
You have to scrape the bottom of the boat.
What the heck is that? Somebody's going to know that.
Yeah, Danny DeVito will come up with something.
He's sleeping. He's sleeping.
He's having a nap.
But even yesterday, I'm golfing with these guys, and they swear by and this would probably Gresh will probably like them, are these little gummies. So Barnett, thanks, Kathy. I knew carbuncle.
It's close.
Yeah, they're bar carbuncles. Yeah, no. I've had a few. Those aren't bad. They don't.
Oh, hold on. Somebody's been drinking here. Mark Lepore's been drinking. Gresh, only I will miss your keen observations about life.
Yeah. What day is it today? I can't remember.
That's our buddy up there in Norwalk, right? Hey, Mark. What's happening? Yeah.
He's the he has the rink there, the bar at the rink.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Gresh, how are the kids doing? I know they're not kids anymore; they're adults. But how are they doing?
They're doing good. They're doing DoorDash. 2 of them, and they're coming over here to watch the game with me tonight.
Nice.
We sit here and we bet on this thing online, and we bet. And
What site do you use?
I use a site called UBet.
You bet. Is that just US probably? Or?
I you know what? I don't even know where it's from, Mel. I go on. I like it. You can bet anything from $10 up. So last night I hit a $94 parlay, and you can bet $15 on certain. I was upset because it was what was that Colorado game? There was like 3 minutes to go. They're up 8-3, right? And then usually at that time, the goals aren't that those types of games. So I was going to bet $20 on Colorado to score their ninth goal, the 12th goal of the game. I go, no, I'm not going to bet it. It was plus 333. So on $60, you win $70 some, right?
Yeah.
I didn't bet it. They scored.
But to
I only
win
bet ones that don't win.
$12?
No, you bet. You can bet anything. You can bet $10. You can bet $20. It goes by the odds. So If you bet something that's plus 100, you bet $20, you win 20.
Yeah, but you would have won $12 on that 12th goal, right?
No, I would have won. I was going to bet $20, and then I would have won 20, 40, 60 some dollars on the bet.
Oh.
Because every 100 is 20. But it's
Mel, you gamble?
what?
Do I gamble?
Yeah, you didn't smell, yeah.
Yes, I gamble. I've never gambled on hockey or golf or anything like that. NFL football. Go to the local gas station and get a quick picks or whatever on NFL football. But usually Rochelle and I would go down just across the line, just past Bellingham, about an hour or so away, 45 minutes away, is a place called forgot the name of it. Anyways, casino, Silver Reef. It's called the Silver Reef Casino and Hotel. So we usually go down there. I'll play. I don't play poker, but I play. It's a version of poker with 3-hand or 4-hand poker. So you can just play by yourself. So I'll gamble.
3-card or 4-card or let it ride, things like that.
Yeah. I'll go to the tables and play that, or a little bit of blackjack. I like to gamble.
Yeah, they have casinos in Palm Springs, and we were out there. So my son last year, he was 19, so we went there. We had to drive like 40 minutes away because there was one that you could be 18 and play, right? He goes, what happens if I win one of the big pots? I can't even collect it. I'm not old enough, and he's in certain casinos, so we had to drive to another casino at like midnight. Me and him, we'd gamble till 6 in the morning, and we'd go home. Everybody wondered why we were tired next day. Just a long night. We didn't do anything. We stayed home, had a beer. But there's like Fantasy Springs. There's a whole bunch of them, Palm Springs.
I stayed at that hotel. It's a beautiful hotel and a golf course right there. I don't remember the name of the guy, but he's a huge, unfortunately, Philadelphia Flyer fan. So I was there, I think, 3 years ago, stayed at Fantasy Springs, and Oris Kinderchuk, who knows another buddy of mine, Tommy Gorence, TJ Gorence, and he introduced me to Kinderchuk, and I went and played around with him at Fantasy Springs. Beautiful golf course and resort. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, they got a nice hotel there now.
Yeah.
And
So I'm looking forward to getting the hell out of here and go to Palm Springs or Phoenix or somewhere. So it's enough. I've had enough of sitting around.
22 years ago, I was playing Let It Ride, right? So every time you play Let It Ride, if you got 2 pairs or better, they give you the slip of paper to throw to win this car. So I play there for not that long, maybe 14, 15 hours a day. And every time I got a pair or hand better, I would write my dad's name in it. So my father was going through some medical stuff. So anyway, he ends up getting picked because I must have put his name in that thing 2,000 times in the 2 months I was up there. He ends up winning one of those little 2-seater BMWs.
Nice.
And the guy, he wins the car, right? He goes up to the car and puts the key in, doesn't turn it. I'm going, turn it. He turns it, and he was the 6th guy out of 10 that got picked, and he ended up winning the car. There was people right there offering cash right away for the car. So the guy goes, I'll give you a check. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you come tomorrow with cash, and you come and get the car, and next day we sold it.
Nice.
What are you going to do with 2? I drove the car home. It was a 2-seater. I was sitting at I'm like this. There's the windshield. I'm driving home. The bugs are coming off my forehead. That was the last year he was alive, and he had a good time. We had a good time, me and him.
That's good.
Yeah, but I heard today that they want to make people because of the shortage of toilet paper because of the Suez Canal. I was just checking my notes here. I'm not going to use both sides of toilet paper.
That's good thinking. See, that's the thing. Thank God you did your homework today, Gresh, because Mel did not do any.
I got one other one for you. Besides, like the 50 goals in 39 games like Gretzky had. What is the record, Mel, that'll never ever be broken in the NHL?
But what are our lists though, Ron? Like the one you want to use, you didn't.
92 goals that Gretzky scored, or the 39 games, 50 goals, or the 200 points in a year, whatever he had. Whatever record you'd like. There's one record I think that will never ever be broken.
Well, I think the 92 goals or whatever will never be broken. You don't necessarily agree with me, I know, but I think that one.
I don't. What do you think, Mel?
Nobody will score 92 goals.
But there's one, Mel, that Ron's going to give you don't know is on the list.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfair.
It was by a goaltender. Glenn Hall. 503 consecutive games.
Wow.
They can't play 2 games now without going like, oh my God, my back hurts, or
Yeah.
how do you get tired?
Oh, now Ron.
No, I'm just saying, like when you were a kid, you go out and play in a tournament in a weekend. You play 3 games on Saturday, 4 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday.
It's always exaggerated by 1. I mean, it's 502, but
Is it 502? I don't know if it is. I thought it was 503. Maybe I didn't have my glasses on.
right.
Yeah. No, these guys are in way better shape than we are, and they're pampered, and yet they're still a bunch of big freaking babies.
Oh, stop.
Well, the guy from Florida. Did you see him break his leg?
Yes, I did.
It looked like they're. What do you get caught in the ice or something? Is that what happened? Skate caught in the ice, or
Yeah.
he didn't get hit enough. Nobody hit him, did he? He just,
Well, that happened in the past when we played too. I mean, guys get hurt.
no, I know. No, I'm just saying. I was watching it, and I can't remember who they were playing, but they were up 3-0, whatever. But they, it was amazing how like you stop like that. I remember Dale Rolfe, my first year,
Yeah.
he was my defense partner. He comes skating around the ice, and they skated and stopped in front of the penalty box. Stopped on the ice. The ice gave out a little bit. Broke his ankle. His ankle was sticking. It was supposed to be like, your foot like this. It was like this. He was done.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can't watch. I never looked. I can't watch stuff like that. It's like, remember Joe Theismann busted his leg up really bad. I can't watch that stuff.
I like that stuff. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not mine.
As long as it's not you, yeah.
Oh God.
How about the quarterback for Dallas past season too, right? That he broke his ankle. Ooh, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask, what are they going to do with all these games that are canceled? Are they going to extend the season, or are they going to just jam them
So
in?
the choices are they left room. If you look at the schedule, there's not many back-to-back games. So there's days in between games, but that means they're playing 3 nights in a row. So the Player Association won't want that. So if they don't play all the games, they just go to a winning percentage, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to push those guys to play 3 in a row. That's too hard. Ooh.
Well, because
You are. I tell you. Find out who'd parked that car. I've got to speak to him to make sure that never happens again.
I got his license plate. Don't worry.
Mel, do you think Anaheim has a chance in the West?
Oh yes, Chris, go through that list again.
No, I'm just going to ask Mel a question here. Do you think that Anaheim has a shot?
Not
He
a
did
chance.
think
No, not a chance. I also picked Montreal to win the Canadian division. They're not going to do that either. So
No. Well, I picked Edmonton, and Tom picked the homer thing. Went to Toronto. But you had in the West, Mel. You had Colorado, Vegas, St. Louis, and Anaheim.
Where's Anaheim now? They're in, that's
they're-
last place.
They're almost at 10 wins. I had Colorado, Vegas, St. Louis, and LA. Tom had Colorado, Vegas, St. Louis, and Minnesota. What
And
about-
that's exactly where it's at.
Minnesota ran well, eh?
yeah, Tom had Mini. Maybe that wasn't Mini.
Yeah.
But Ron, he still has all of his contacts, right? Like from the agent business. He's phoning all these guys, and that's how he's making his picks.
None of them talked to
He's
him.
talking to all the general managers, phoning the guys up, and
Mel, you picked Montreal, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. So you're only missing 2 in that.
Oh, listen, Susan Brooks is on fire here. Hold on. Like she does her homework. They extended the season until May 11th so that Boston can get in their games. I didn't see that. I missed that.
Who's that picture she's with there?
Just a wonderful human being, Ron.
Who?
Wonderful human being.
Susan's a shorty.
Very nice person.
5'2", 5'5".
A mountain of a person, though.
How tall is Susan?
She's tiny.
Yeah.
We all picked Vancouver to make the playoffs. I guess we're not that good at hockey.
Well, they're not out of it. I think they're what, 15, 17 and something. So they're under 500, but they're not out of it. And I think Edmonton will overtake Toronto. Toronto's going to go for, like they usually do. They're going to go in a slump.
Yeah, I mean, like Edmonton is really only 4 points behind Montreal. But Montreal's played 5 fewer games too, so that's and Montreal's in 4th place there. So
You mean Toronto?
what's that?
We were talking about Toronto, Tom.
You initially talked about Vancouver, and then I stopped listening to you because you ramble on so much.
Well, this is where I come in with our favorite word. Okay, Tom?
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yes, the F word.
What's our favorite word? F.
F.
The F word.
F.
So
Fire truck.
this has got to do with the show today. Incompetence. He is a fuck up.
Is that what you said? That guy backed in behind you?
Yeah. Incompetence.
All right, so the Rangers play Buffalo tonight in Buffalo. Predictions, Larry, you're first.
6-2, New York.
Ron?
I'm going to go 7-3.
Ron, are you on your phone?
No, I'm looking at something.
Oh. I mean, you do know the show's still on, right?
I didn't know you guys are still here. I thought you guys left. I'm sorry.
Rangers going to win 5-3.
How much?
5-3, Ron.
Oh, well, that's because I said 7-3. You have to go a little bit lower, and that's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Mel.
how much you going to bet tonight, Ron?
I don't know yet. I bet. How the Yankees doing right now? Anybody know?
Don't know.
No.
Game started at 1.
Yeah, I bet the Yankees today, and see what happens.
Did you see the contract that the Met guy was a Lindor or whatever? Got 10 years, $341 million. Oof.
Does he get that like who's that? Bobby Bonilla? They're still paying him.
Part of his is deferred, not like Bonilla's, but he has had some deferred money in it. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of cash to make for playing baseball for 10 years.
Yes.
You know,
2-2 the Mets, bottom of 6.
I don't care about the Mets.
Excuse me, Yankees.
What's the score?
2-2. That's what you wore last night.
Hold it. 2-2.
You wore a 2-2?
Bottom of the 6th.
That's the bottom of the 7th now.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose that.
Did you get that? Did you like that 2-2? That's what you wore last night? You're not
2-2.
2-2. You were a 2-2.
I had nothing guys today. This is like,
Really? This is
Is it?
painful.
yeah.
Painful. Like, Mel, really, if you're in a mood like this, you don't have to come on the show if you're in a mood like this next week. Right? I mean that for you. We want you there, but if you don't feel like you have to if you.
Oh no, I'll be okay. I'm going to take a few days. The long weekend. I'm going to take a few days. I'll recoup. Don't worry. You can't knock a good man down. Keep a good man down.
Is it a long weekend this week?
Yeah. Tomorrow's a holiday.
I thought every week was the same size.
For you, every day is Saturday. You said.
It is 6 Saturdays and a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know. So what do you? It's Easter weekend. What do you do for Easter, Mal?
Tomorrow I'm going to golf. I don't know if my wife's going to maybe make a turkey. I don't know. Buy some chocolate, eat some chocolate, watch some golf. That's about
I'll
it.
help that. There, you can put some more chocolate in there. Once you rub the chocolate right on that, that's it.
Yeah, it'll help the carbuncle.
Just stick to the bar.
rub it right in.
Jesus.
It'll be a truck bunkle.
What's the weather like up there, Mel? Nice.
Yesterday was about 68 degrees out. Yeah, we sat outside, had some cocktails after the golf.
That's good.
Today,
Vancouver's
little cooler today, and then tomorrow's supposed to be nice, and then a little bit of rain on the weekend. So almost time to get out in the yard and start chopping trees and cleaning up the yard and that. So actual work, it's not like living in a condo. You just sit there and look at the walls. You got to go out there and clean up your yard and,
I do. I go outside, beautify the world, Ron or Mel.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some plants for my deck. Deck.
Your deck. You grow something on your deck, Ron? Some carbuncles on your deck.
Oh my God, I can't. I don't like take it.
All right. Okay, Mel. Listen, I'm a little concerned about you right now.
Well,
You're right. You're with you there.
You can call me on the weekend anytime, Tom. We can talk. But I'm good. No, I've voiced my issues. I'm good now. Everything's good. So
It's affected you, and people are counting on you to come to the show with a certain attitude, and you kind of today was tough. I'm more worried about it.
I came with my normal 30-year-old personality.
You got multiple personalities, so that's the 30-year-old person.
Yeah.
Oh, so we didn't know that one before, really, did we?
Yeah.
You know.
9 different personalities.
Yeah.
So, all right, gentlemen.
Easter to everybody up there.
Yeah. See you next week.
It's been a pleasure, you guys. All yours.
Don't eat too much chocolate. You'll get some carbuncles.
Yep. All right.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.